Bubba Dub Dub, Rudy Rogers.
Also known as
Preschool.
I thought you were a lunchbox.
No, Angel's lunchbox. He's
Oh, right. Okay. Anyway, Tony Reyes, how you doing, sir? Good to see you.
Good. How about yourself?
Well, we had a exciting week of wrestling, haven't we, fellas? Or last week, I should say. We had some good, exciting news from mainstream, and I'm not so sure of unmainstream. Bar Wrestling, they had a great show again.
UEW did the Crimson Cup.
Was it UEW? I thought
It wasn't UEW.
Wasn't
It
UEW.
was the
My
It was
Blood Brothers.
aligned
Blood
with UEW.
Brothers.
Yeah.
Yes.
Were you there?
Nope. I was hiding.
Okay.
Out of sight, out of mind.
And I had a great time. Well, not the 19th, but the 20th of August at AWS's Hot Sauce Expo extravaganza. When I was going to go over there, I thought I was going to be like under a tent, burning alive, trying to get into my wrestling gear. But no, we got the hookup. We had a lounge, leather chairs, leather seats, leather couches,
Very nice.
free food, all the pork you can eat, and free alcohol. But I didn't take advantage of that, sadly.
Why
But-
do you call Big
Should have tagged me.
But in my
Or me.
match, it was an intergender tag match. It was me and a lady from France taking on Shotzi Blackhearts and Hector Canales. And unfortunately, I had to deal with Hector in his real man persona. So before I even put my hands on him, I had to take 2 free beers from fans to endure this challenging match that we had. So yeah, I did get myself some free beer.
Oh, Hector.
Very nice. Very nice.
Love you, brother.
How do you guys feel about what happened on Impact Wrestling this week?
I thought it was awesome. Reason being, well, some things happened. First off, Petey Williams, he made his return to Impact. He saved
Nice.
Sanjay Dutt from losing the X Division title to Trevor Lee. And a surprise return from Jim Cornette, who fired Bruce Pritchard storyline-wise and became the new authority figure for the time being. So far on his first day, it was rather enjoyable to watch his shoot promos as he normally likes to do. But the
He didn't mention Joey Ryan again, did he?
not an Impact. But yeah, you can't stop talking about Joey.
It's a matter of time before he talks about Joey's dick.
It's pretty hilarious. But
How can you not talk about it, though? Come on.
hey, don't let me be the only person
Yeah,
talking.
how
please.
can you not
Talk.
talk about Joey's dick? It's Joey's dick. I'm just kind of like trying to.
There's only so many dick jokes we can do about it.
That's true.
Yeah.
So big, so strong.
Anyways, I'm glad to hear that Jim Cornette's back in the mainstream eye.
I'm glad to see Eli Drake getting more of a push in there.
But I'm still going to say this. Joey Ryan's dick suplex over here. Leo Rush taking a powerbomb off the top rope. Okay. Getting back on topic.
Green light.
Getting back on topic.
Thinking about
It
stuff.
didn't happen yet on Impact. But something special is going to happen this coming Thursday because a certain local wrestler who used to be local but now he's mainstream is going to be heavyweight champion soon at Global Force Wrestling or Impact Wrestling, whatever you like to call it. I like to call it Impact Wrestling, Global Force Wrestling Championship or not. They already spoiled it on Facebook, so I'm going to mention it right now. If you don't want spoilers on this week's Impact, you got 3 seconds. 3, 2, 1. Tough shit. The new Global Force Wrestling champion,
Censor. Censor. No, I was kidding.
Eli Drake. Dummy, yeah. It's
I
good.
love that guy
It's
so
good.
much.
I'm not going to lie. It's fucking phenomenal. Eli Drake became the heavyweight champion of Impact Wrestling. And that's amazing because, in case any of you don't know, Eli Drake was formerly known as Sean Ricker out here in Southern California.
Dummy.
He wrestled out here from like 2009 to 2013 before he made his big break in the mainstream by going to WWE for a bit.
That's Slate Randall.
As Slate Randall, doing the one season of The Rock's
Hero.
and then after WWE didn't work out, he went to TNA Wrestling, and TNA gave him a shot, and he hit out of the park. They let him act like himself, which is a...
Yeah, I'm just gonna say something with Sean and everything. He posted something on online like about a week ago, and it completely got me to mark out. It was just a picture of him and Brian Cage, and all he was hinting at was a natural selection reunion.
I didn't see this.
This is on his his Instagram page.
Well,
It was him and big old freaking buff Brian Cage.
Yeah, Brian
and
Cage.
I was just like,
Dude's
am I
got
gonna
muscles on his earlobes.
I was like, are we going to see a natural selection in Impact?
it's
That
kind of
would
funny
be
because
cool.
Brian Cage was slightly slimmer than him back in the day.
Yeah.
And, like, even when Brian Cage... Like, I've seen Brian Cage at his worst when he had the shoulder surgery.
Yeah.
He still looked fit, but, like, that was, like in 2011, he was, like, in the worst shape of his life out of everything I've seen, which was still good shape. But then 2012, everything changed, man. He got shredded, got buff, and then he turned Broly buff the year after that. And Broly from Dragon Ball Z, if you guys don't know what that is. So yeah, considering what Lucha Underground's been going through as of late, because I believe Rey Mysterio's trying to get out of his contract, John Morrison
Is now with Impact again.
Johnny Impact is made his debut teaser trailer, but he's gonna make his debut in TNA real soon. It would be wise for Impact Wrestling to try and get their hands on Brian Cage. I don't know why they didn't get their hands on him the first time or the second time, but third time's the charm.
Just saying though, like, how cool would that be just to see a natural selection reunion over there?
Fantastic.
Like, I would just completely lose just for that. I'm sorry if I sound like a
Mark.
mark, but I love both those guys.
Okay, he would definitely be a better associate than Eli Drake with Chris Masters,
Right?
because
They
Brian
had
Cage and
more charisma.
Sean Ricker have a
History, everything.
Eli Drake have a history of being tag team champions at Championship Wrestling from Hollywood.
And Mach 1.
Same thing.
No, they had the Mach 1 belts first. Though.
It was the Mach 1 belts and the championship.
Yeah.
Anyways, yes, so they were a great established tag team. So yeah, props to Eli Drake for, when they gave him the chance, he took it out of the park, and congratulations to Eli Drake, being heavyweight champion in TNA Wrestling, Impact Wrestling.
Did you guys see Enzo slip out of that cage at SummerSlam?
Yes, that was amazing. I love that baby oil spot.
That was
I just,
so funny.
I
It
was
was a
just
great
so-
spot,
so
and then it was such a big letdown when he just dropped down and got booted
I
right in the
know.
face.
I was expecting a crossbody, something off it.
Right. I
Something
think
cool.
everybody was.
We were like waiting for something good, then it was just like, nope, gone.
That was horrible.
I-
And I do have to say my prediction was way wrong, because when we were here last week, somebody lost his Money in the Bank contract.
Corbin?
Yeah.
He lost to John Cena?
No, he
he turned it in,
he cashed
and
in
he
last
lost.
week on Tuesday, and
Oh,
he lost.
He cashed it in and he lost.
Oh,
The week before
they freaking Damien
SummerSlam.
Sandow him.
Well, they Damien Sandow and Cena him. He's the third person ever to win
Oh
it.
yeah, that's right. Cena did blow it.
Yep. Do you think the whole Enzo thing has to do with the heat that he has?
Well,
Have you
yeah,
heard about that?
Of course.
Yeah, like that he can't change the locker room, everything. Like they've completely kicked him out.
They missed him?
Yeah, he can't get on the tour bus with any of the guys anymore. He has to change in the hallways, everything now.
He's paying his dues. Again.
Oh, Roman's the guy that apparently kicked him out.
Oh,
Yep.
Roman, holy shit. Well, one thing I do gotta say about SummerSlam, I really wish it was just Enzo versus Big Cass instead of Big Show being involved. That's just my thing. I thought Big Show was kind of irrelevant to the storyline. I mean, like, if Big Show Big Show should have been on a pay-per-view match with Braun Strowman instead of him on back in the day, but they just let that feud finish on freaking Raw, and then they think it'll be more important for him to take on Big Cass than Enzo taking on Big Cass. Should have been David versus Goliath. You know what I mean? And they did the next day, and look what happens. Big Cass got injured.
He got injured?
Yeah,
I didn't know about that.
they did a little spot in the corner. Big Cass charged him. Enzo low bridged. He went over the rope, and it's kind of hard to tell because it went really fast. But like if you look at the replay, he kind of looked like he jammed his knee pretty bad on the apron. So when he fell down, he was literally selling his knee. They continued the match, but he was limping the entire time, and he tried to go for something. He literally just fell down like Kevin Nash tearing his quad. So they ended the match with Enzo winning. I don't think that was supposed to happen because it was a very awkward finish. So obviously, well, not obviously, but hopefully Big Cass is not seriously injured because, yeah, go.
We have a shout out from a fan named Shannon. She says, "Hello, guys."
Shannon who?
Ingraham?
I don't know. Hi, Shannon. Good
Hi,
to
Shannon.
see ya.
Hola.
Want to talk about something? Did you guys hear about Dana Brooks' boyfriend? What happened to him today? Dana Brooks' boyfriend was a well-known bodybuilder. He passed away today at the age of 26. He was making his meal preps and he choked on food.
Oh,
He
shit.
choked to death today.
Oh my gosh.
That sucks.
Yep. So condolences, Dana Brooke.
He swallowed a jawbreaker? What happened?
Piece of chicken, I guess, that choked on it.
That was not a...
That's scary.
That sucks.
One of his best friends went to his house like a little while later and found him dead on his kitchen floor.
26 years old.
Yep.
I'm older than this guy. Jesus Christ.
Did you guys see
Why are
that
you looking at
table
me like
spot?
Huh?
Did you guys see that table spot?
Oh,
The
God.
guy's up there and he jumps and he completely misses the table and just shatters
Do
it.
we have some video footage of that?
My only assumption is this guy's trying to top the Leo Rush shit, and he paid for it.
Hey, at least he sold it.
Well,
Well, yeah, he shattered his elbow.
Yeah.
Of course he sold it. I think
I sell it
Hey, come
Sick.
Uh,
in. You can't even make an X, come on.
all right.
But why he's loading that up?
he's like this.
Real quick thoughts on
Whilst we're waiting for this to happen, any matches coming up
Well,
aside from Sunday?
no
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 pity in
pity.
Midway City. This coming Sunday,
at 555.
555 Huntington Beach, California,
at 2 o'clock.
2 o'clock Sunday afternoon. Because we don't like to do shows on Sunday night because that's very risky, especially before you got to go to school the next day.
Yeah, we try to get people coming right out of church, too. Just come to us.
I just want to know real quick what you guys think of Bobby Roode losing the title to
That's
Drew
right.
McIntyre.
I kind of like that they're finally putting the belt on Drew McIntyre. I was a big fan of his when he was doing the whole Chosen One gimmick.
I wasn't.
I really wanted to see, I was like, man, that guy's really good.
I know.
we
We will switch soon. We
Yeah.
have. This ain't no deadline, sweetheart. We got this. Calm down, God.
We're not allowed
Keeping
to
you
call
on
it God
track,
anymore.
punk.
All right,
All right,
so
we got
here's the
footage.
spot. And he thought, yeah, I'm going to get a WWE contract by doing this shit.
I believe I can fly.
It was at this moment he knew he fucked up.
Talking about falling with style.
That was no style.
I just want to see this guy on the table real quick.
I mean, why would you
The
He
want
guy-
still sold
The
it.
guy still sold it so
And now let's look at the crowd reaction.
in slow motion.
Let's look at the ref. Let's see the ref.
Boom.
Oh, God.
It's too much.
That sucks. That sucks. That's really... Yeah,
I'm waiting for that to go on
Kids,
5.0.
do not try this at home.
Wait, hold on. Can we... I just want to know, how did he get up there? What
There's
the
a
hell
little
is
See that
5-foot
little-
ladder?
See that little ladder there?
The ladder.
You
That
had
he
to
jimmied
climb
up
the ladder
on
and-
that little box there.
While we're joking about this at the same time, it's very fucked up that happened to him. I'm sure he did not want to shatter his elbow like that. But, yeah, obviously he was... It looked like he was very hesitant on doing this spot anyways. So, here's the thing, guys. If you're a professional wrestler,
Say no.
if you're not comfortable doing something, don't do it. Because stuff like that will happen. You're
So-
going to break your elbow.
Basically, what we're saying to all you yard tartars, get an education, get into school, be taught by somebody that knows what the hell they're doing. Because you're going to end up doing something stupid like that and messing yourself up for life.
I get it. Sometimes taking a risk is a great thrill. Believe me, I've done some stuff in a match that I didn't practice beforehand, and thankfully it worked out. I didn't hurt myself very bad. But sometimes I never did something like that. No. You're gonna have to pay me 4 digits in order for me to do something like that, because my free health insurance ain't gonna cover that shit.
Now, real quick before I go, there's one thing I want to mention to the wonderful world of wrestling and just the world in general. The Dukes of Hazzard didn't do anything to you guys. Okay?
I love
The Freebirds didn't do anything to you guys. Leave the Freebirds alone. Leave the Confederate flag alone. It's a pretty cool symbol, okay? Everybody raised hell and watched him kick the Von Erich's ass up and down Texas. Come on.
Is there a petition of them getting rid of the Freebirds in the Hall of Fame?
No, but that's going to be next.
Well,
If they're taking down the monuments and everything else down south, I mean,
what, assassinate the remaining wrestlers?
well, yeah, why not?
Okay, because they already tried to remove Donald Trump from the Hall of Fame. they're not going and they fail. They're obviously not going to be able to remove them out of the Hall of Fame. So if Donald Trump is safe, they're safe.
I would hope so. But I just don't want to see, history completely erased, is all I'm saying.
Yeah.
I've learned from history. Everybody learns from history. Did we learn from our mistakes?
Oh, hell no. We never do.
We're Americans. We never learn. Not until like the 6th
Let's
or
do it
7th
wrong.
time.
$11 minimum wage coming up January 1st.
And if it wasn't for all the fake news, I mean, come
You
on.
were fake news.
Fake news.
China.
It was good for what it was.
I had to. Come on.
It's just,
That was too weird. You gotta
I'm
make
a big fan of the Dukes of Hazzard. And, the General Lee, that was the coolest car ever growing up. Everybody knows that was a cool car. Went into Hobby Lobby the other day, looked at the model. Looks just like the car, but it's missing the flag decal for the top.
So now it's just regular Charger?
Yeah, it's the no.
It doesn't go as fast.
Then that's not the General Lee.
That's my whole point.
That's when you take your cell phone out, you take a picture about it, and then you go on a rant on social media, and then everyone's going to share your shit on Facebook, and you're going to be a legend.
Legend. I'm already a legend.
Outside of wrestling. Outside of drinking. Outside of food contests.
That's something that OCCW hasn't had yet.
A drink off.
A drink off.
Too bad Roadhouse ain't
Hey,
here.
hold up. Nope. Screw that guy. Drink off, bro. We got this. We do this.
You're going
I'm
to lose,
in.
bro.
I'll keep going, though.
On that
This
note,
is how Rudy dies.
Finally.
As the champion, he
His
dies
liver's
from a
gonna be
drinking
toast.
contest. Like Homer Simpson with that steak contest.
Producer
that guy
D
died.
gave me the dirtiest look when I said that.
oh,
Okie
I guess I'm not
dokie.
allowed to say stuff.
steak.
All right, Tony.
On that note,
Thank you, my friend.
fellas, have a good
Tag
rest
out.
of the show.
Hey, can
We're
I
gonna see if I can find somebody out here who wants to come in here.
Oh, I already know who's going to come in next.
Can I introduce him? Can I introduce him?
Wait. Which one are you talking about?
Your tag team partner.
Okay,
for
yeah, good.
Saturday.
Yeah, especially with that. Hey, I want to know Sean's opinion on that.
Exactly.
We're going to save the best for last. Anyways, ladies and gentlemen, making his return after a couple of months, gone. My tag team partner this Sunday at OCCW, the one, the only, the urban juggernaut, Sean Black. Insert theme song here.
Oh, we don't have that technology yet.
No.
No, we're
We're good.
Just take a
Sit
seat,
down,
bro.
buddy. Sit down, buddy.
We're ripping you, bro.
Welcome back, Sean. How you doing?
That's good, man. You already know what it is.
So, anything new that exciting been happening in your life since we last saw you?
I've been away from the wrestling game just a little bit. 'Cause we working on our own little project.
Uh-huh.
Amped Up Wrestling. A lot of people don't think, they're like, when is it? But
It's a lot of work.
it takes a lot of work, man.
It really does.
Hey, when PCW was going to have their first show, they made a fan page a year and a half before making, announcing their first ever show coming up January 2016.
Yeah.
They made their fan page in 2014 and started building it up from scratch. So sometimes when you're going to announce things, it takes time.
Yeah.
If you try to make it happen the very next day, you're not going to sell a lot of tickets.
And the amount of stress it really does put on you.
Thank God I ain't no freaking promoter.
Yeah,
Thank
it
God.
is.
God.
And they came around and recruited people, and apparently I was going to be on it because they put Sean Black works at PCW.
Yeah, they messaged
They gave me a free hat. Yeah. Jacob.
All I got was a message.
Yeah. It was all good. Once that money came in, they gave us all the boot. But it's all good. You know what I'm saying? That's the business. And just going to keep rocking because I remember that. And hey, we might be going up against them in about 2 years.
Oh, don't do that, man. No competition. Man. No competition. Do not try to do a show the same day as PC.
No, I wouldn't do that. I wouldn't do that.
The era of WCW versus WWE is gone. TNA tried to do that crap, and it was a waste of time, man. A waste of money and wasted drama, okay? We don't need no wrestling competition anymore.
I'm messing around, bro.
I know. I'm just going off topic real quick.
However, though,
Come on,
we
we're
gonna
basing
hold our side down.
Yes, sir.
Inglewood, it's a new city opportunity. We got the stadium. We got might be another stadium that Clippers still go
The
through.
Forum?
Huh?
The Forum?
Hey, the Forum is the dream.
That would be awesome.
The Forum is my dream ever since I was a kid. Man, I don't even care if it's the parking lot because they have events in the parking lot. If I can get on the Forum, that would be a lifetime dream. So that's bigger. That's bigger than me going to WWE.
Yeah.
Because I grew up there and I get to see the Lakers, the Kings, all.
Wait, you a
I was
hockey
in there.
fan?
Huh?
You a hockey fan?
Well, not really, but it's just the fact Inglewood, the city of champions.
Yeah. I get
So when they were winning, we were just like happy. We didn't even
Yeah.
care. Most of the brothers ain't never seen no game, but we just happy it was in our city.
Like, yeah, we still won.
So are you saying
It's like, who plays in the Kings? I don't know, but we still won.
Everybody knew Gretzky. That was it.
Oh, that's
not,
about
not trying to backtrack, but so you're saying if you were able to wrestle at any stadium you wanted to, would you consider the Forum being your home arena?
It would be the
you
Forum.
consider that your Madison Square Garden?
Yeah, the Madison Square Garden, man. I, like born and raised, grew up there. I've seen countless memories. Man, I got to see Prince before he died. The Prince.
Blouses.
What would be your Madison Square Garden?
On center.
Yeah, I'd have to say the same.
I never make
it used
it-
to be the pond.
If
but
I
yeah.
never make it to
Yeah.
WWE, TNA, or Ring of Honor, if I can at least get my hands on a match at the Honda Center, I would die happy.
Even if it was a dark match, yeah.
Dark
you
match, I
wrestle-
don't give a shit.
You wrestled at that. What was it? That wasn't Honda. It was the Ontario.
Oh, it was Bakersfield.
Well, you would.
Me and
Brandon, yeah.
Brandon, Mike Vega, yeah.
Shout
We
out
did-
to Brandon. That's my dog,
We
man.
did it. We did it at Bakersfield. The funny thing is, not trying to get off topic here, but the funny thing is, when Jarrell Nelson the night before at Raw took on Braun Strowman, originally Mike Vega was going to wrestle Braun Strowman,
Oh yeah.
but then they looked at Jarrell Nelson and they're like, "No, we're going to give it to him." Mike Vega was crushed because he didn't think he was going to get a match on WWE. Next thing you know, the next day we're booked to face American Alpha, and I look at him like, "You can stop bitching now." So yeah,
Brandon's a good cat.
I
man.
love Brandon, man. Brandon, wherever you
I
are,
miss you,
man.
brother.
I hope you're just taking it
Brandon's amped up.
amped up.
Yeah.
Okay. When was the last
Yeah.
time you talked to him?
Oh, I think I posted it. Yeah. But
Okay.
he's gonna be rocking with us.
Good, good. See, sometimes
Oh, yes.
us wrestlers will announce our retirement because we're burnt out, we're frustrated, we're stressed out. But in reality, all we just need is a big break from the business, and then we'll
Yeah.
come back fired up and ready to go again. Which is why I'm not going to say I'm retired till I need help getting out of my bed one day. That's when I'll know I'm retired.
And all those wrestlers out there, it's okay to take a break. It's okay to deal with your relationship, your family. If it's something really igging you, I know some people get in people's ears just like wrestling all the time. But you are not gonna perform your best if your mind ain't right. We're all human. We go through emotion. It's a lot of stuff we got going on. But until your mind right, man, and you focus and everything is in play, that's the best time. That's where your best work is gonna come from.
Before you go through that curtain, and if you don't feel excited or nervous, and you just feel like it's another,
If you just feel numb.
it's just another lunch, dinner pay. There's something wrong there, and you need to take a break.
Yeah.
But trying to get back on
Well,
topic.
so, I want to ask something.
Yeah.
Have you guys ever wanted to take a break like that before? Has that ever been like in your head before?
Well, me personally, this is like, I've had a few matches, but this has been like big, like some of the least I've wrestled. One of my hottest years, I'd say, was 2013. Like I got an award from a UIPW. I was wrestling. I couldn't remember a day that weekend that I was not wrestling, and I was doing it, but I was super sore, man, and
Yeah, like 2012, 2013. And there was bookings everywhere.
Yeah, Lucha,
you could,
Lotto, yeah.
you could wrestle anywhere. Back
Yeah.
when like,
Yeah,
even when Massive was still
like,
around.
yeah.
Massive was around, Battleground, like everything was just around. You're able to get anywhere, like all the time.
I was, and then with Lucha before
Lucha Pro, yeah.
bless their heart.
I
Not
miss
wait,
Lucha Pro.
not Lucha Pro, but just a lot of luchas were popping up at that time.
Yeah.
Lucha Pro, UIPW.
And, yeah.
Um,
That's that North Star SPW. It
And
was a
SPW
bunch
and all that, yeah.
at that time period.
sorry, before we continue, comment.
We have a shout out from Dorian Foley. He says, Sean, what's good, bro?
Hey man, Dorian, man, was good. Hey, quick story. That was my first, especially growing up in the hood. He was my first like wrestling. Besides my cousin, first wrestling buddy. Like I would talk wrestling, all that, with him, man. And we would get teased. At recess, we was performing the moves, everything. They were like, "What are you doing, acting like those white guys?" This and that.
Then you just got like, bro, Rocky Johnson.
Teachers used to snatch wrestling books from us, all that. We were in class, stickers, everything, and we rocked. And then he ended up doing a bonsai drop and breaking my left wrist.
Oh, just your left wrist.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
But other than that, we kept going, and so it's good to reunite with him and see what's up with him.
Yeah, back in my day, it was Pokemon cards they took from me.
We also have Ed Alexander, who
shit.
really wants you to play Street Fighter with him. He says, "Quit ducking me.
Quit ducking me? How about you book me, you fucker?
Bitch, play Street Fighter."
Book me at Bruise and what's that show coming up?
Bumps and Bruises.
Bumps and Bruises. I'll fight you at Street Fighter till I get booked, because I know you got some pull. Stop being a bitch and book me. And ain't gonna be no handshake and torta, you jackass.
Shout out to Luke Hawks, man.
We also have Yesenia Ortega. She said, "Sean is a hottie."
On behalf of Sean, let me just say this. How you doing? I got you, Sean.
Hey, girl.
We got a comment on YouTube. Who's this?
New phone, who dis?
Mike Garolo says, "Hello, Mikey and Tony and Rudy."
Cindy.
Oh, Mike Carolla. It's
Where you sitting?
Yeah, he's always on all our shows.
yeah, he always comes and
Come
watches our
back. Where you
shows.
said you go?
Oh, Jesus Christ. Save
I
the
think
gimmick
she's
for our
still
match.
Hey, he's selling tickets, bro. He's selling
good.
tickets.
But getting back on topic here. Besides OCCW, where have you been wrestling lately, man?
No, like I said, I've been focused on this, but WPW, we doing a lot of stuff, man.
WPW? Oh!
Yeah.
I gotta get back there, man.
Yeah. Come on back, man. For those who don't know, I play the character. It's fun. It's outside.
You actually knock people out with
Bill Cosby.
I'm Phil Cosby over there.
Phil Cosby.
I'll still call you Pill, though.
Yeah, we did some filming and all that. The show's in the can.
Never aired.
Yeah, it never aired.
I think
now
Machinima got bought out or something like that.
Yeah, Machinima Productions.
Still waiting for my paycheck that I didn't get like everybody else.
You didn't get paid?
I didn't get paid.
And that paycheck was nice and bought me some gear, bro.
Fuck you!
Hey, man.
Come on, John, hit it, John. Come on.
I got free pizza, I'll say that.
Machinima was my first, even though I've been on some, I got to do Championship 1 or 2 episodes. Machinima was my first actual being on a production. And I got to go to Yahoo Studios and promote it. Hey, it didn't go through, but they had some technical difficulties behind the scene business. And they're back again. They're going to try it with another production company. They're with Twitch. Shout out to Twitch is another network.
And with Brian Kendrick being back in WWE, that's some good
attention.
That's
some good tension.
And shout out to Brian Kendrick because he's officially took it over, and this is his project outside of WWE. And he's invested his own money out of his pocket. He didn't have to. One of the shows we just did, it didn't draw, and he took out cash from his pocket and gave us a little something.
Brian Kendrick is always a man of his word. He like when I first met him, I was like, because I always thought he had like a very angry attitude about him. But when I've met him, man, he was so freaking humble, man. He's one of the coolest guys you'll ever meet.
I loved it when you got to wrestle MWE.
Mayhem Wrestling Entertainment. I remember that.
Yeah,
at
like
the hockey rink. Yeah, that was one of my most important matches of my career. Being able to stand toe to toe with a former international star like him.
Like right when I heard that you were gonna be wrestling, this was like I was wrestling, but not really getting too many bookings anywhere at the time.
Yeah.
But I was like in the locker room and I heard that you were wrestling Brian Kendrick. I was like, no freaking way. I sat out like front row for that match.
If you ever see this, Pete Doyle, shout out to you, my friend, for always treating me like the best you can at MWE, man. You always treated me right, man. So thank you so much for that opportunity. Those were the awesome 4 shows we ever done. Too bad we couldn't continue with it, but it was like awesome experience in 2013. So shout out to
And for the record,
Pete Doyle.
that ring is still freaking awesome.
Is that ring anywhere?
Because
I
still
know,
has it.
God rest his soul, a drunken Irishman, he passed away. But do you know where that ring went?
Pete Doyle still has it.
Pete Doyle still
From
has
what
it?
I've heard, Pete Doyle still has it.
Oh, geez. Wait a minute. We're actually looking for. Oh, wait. That ring ain't gonna fit in the dojo.
Hey, that don't.
Yeah.
That's okay though.
It's a bitch to put up, man. That's a huge. That's a WWE ring.
Yeah, 20 by 20.
Yeah, that's a huge WWE ring. We were actually wrestling in like what felt like a WWE ring. It was 20 by 20.
Do you remember when we had to make the save on Brian Cage that day?
Yeah.
And they just legit sent me out there. Yeah, run out there, kid. I'm like, okay.
Yeah.
That's
And you and I had the same clothes.
Yeah. We were like right next to
And
each
we, had
other.
and we were standing the same way. It kind of looked like big brother, little brother.
Yeah, you were standing like right behind me too. I'm like, yes.
Yeah, 2013 was awesome. It was very
Yeah.
exciting, good times.
Oh yeah, doubling back. Current. I'm once a month with Lucha Extreme.
Oh, you still go there?
Oh yeah, they pay good. when I can, like I missed the last one, but that's a company.
Do you ride with Anthony Idol or?
Usually with Chaz Herrera.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
How you doing, Chaz?
Yeah, what up, Chaz?
Study buddies.
They had I guess a real whack history, but they revamped the company with new people and all that.
Yeah,
And
they had a lot of drama with NorCal.
Yeah. So they taking care of us, and I'm returning to SinCal finally.
Oh, yeah.
December.
Santa
They
Maria?
showed me a lot of love. Yeah. That Sledge. Shout out to my boy Sledge. It was supposed to be Vendetta, but that fell through, and that would be nice. Yeah.
Man, I never wrestled.
So
with them.
can we talk about thinking about? I don't know. Vendetta popped in my head. 'Cause
Oh, FCW too. I'm trying to see what's up. You know, I was supposed to debut there. And then,
Gus!
What up, Gus? I was
What up,
supposed to.
Gus?
Yeah, and but I know
I
they
got
had
your favorite guy in the other room.
Oh
Yeah.
my gosh, you guys.
What?
Yeah, but Gus.
Hold it. What?
This Cheston from Joey the Bull.
Oh, shit.
Did he get knocked out?
Yeah, I saw he got
He did.
punched.
He did.
Freddie.
This is probably
Oh.
why he keeps getting knocked out. So what theme music are you guys coming out to? Paul McCartney and Stevie Wonder, Ebony and Ivory, or Black and White, Michael Jackson?
Oh, I was thinking Rock and Sock Connection. Or
I was thinking Salt and Pepper.
Gold Dust and Booker T. Or who else is Black and White in wrestling?
They got the Dudleys.
The World's Greatest Tag Team. No?
Are you guys
No?
excited to tag team together?
Yeah, of course.
I had my first.
I fought this guy more than anybody else in my wrestling career, and finally, my arch rival is going to be my tag partner to go after some tag team titles.
But
yeah.
you didn't tell him my first match ever.
Oh yeah, that's right.
My government name was with this guy at LCW. We took on Order 66, Robbie Phoenix and Jamie and RC.
That's right. We did team up twice before our match this Sunday.
Yeah.
First one was
I
your
wore
very
his-
first match. He wore my very first outfit in wrestling because he had no gear.
Yeah.
We took on Order 66 with Robbie Phoenix and Damian Arsenic at LCW, Legion Championship Wrestling back in the day.
Yeah.
And then 2012, we had Massive Pro happening. Like, we only did like 3 shows, but we did it at Gus's backyard because Gus was running the San Diego part. We teamed up and we took on Ryan Kidd and
we took on.
Mr. Impact.
We wrestled at Knox Pro for that bootleg.
that 6-person tag,
Yeah, K-Ross show. Oh my God.
We came out to Lincoln Park.
Yeah.
Faint.
Dude, like how many people have come out to Lincoln Park before?
We got to think of something fun.
But yeah, but we
man.
made that shit look good.
We got to think of something fun because a lot of people are really looking forward to us tagging.
Can we hear about a little bit about this match? Like what's going?
Oh, we just gonna come on with them titles, man.
We're gonna
It's
win the
us
title.
too, man.
It's that simple. We're just gonna win the title.
It's Sean and Mikey, bro.
What form of divine intervention are you guys wrestling though? Like
Oh, we're wrestling Freddie Helmuth and Azreal. Gus's favorite guy from FCW. Yeah, we're gonna fight Azreal and Freddie Helmuth because they got that free bird rule going on. Because there's Angel. I almost said Lopez. Angel Atu, Freddie Helmuth, and Azreal and Mike Gutierrez. As soon as we miss you, bro, and hopefully we see you soon. So yeah, they got the free bird rule.
Free
So
Mike.
yeah,
It's time. Free Mike. What up with that, man?
government.
You know he didn't do it.
And real quick before
Fuck the
we
police,
switch
going straight
guests,
through the underground.
would you guys like to play a game?
yes, let's do this.
Sure.
Yeah?
Oh shit.
Okay.
We're not allowed to hit the tail. I'm sorry.
Yeah, don't hit the table. So today's game is going to be world's worst thing to say to a pro wrestler. So if you could say the worst thing to a pro wrestler, what would it be?
Where do you get your
I
tights
have
from?
I have said some things, not as a way, not thinking I was going to upset them, but just to joke around because a lot of people in the back, as much as they don't like to admit it, they do say a lot of fucked up shit in the locker room, and I was just trying to blend in, so fuck you for making me feel irrelevant. I did say some things. I'll say this one. This wasn't even at a wrestling show. This was for a direct-to-DVD movie called Killjoy Goes to Hell. And we did this at an abandoned hospital. It was me, Sin Bodhi, Lucha Machine, Almighty Sheik. Yeah, Almighty Sheik was there.
From PCW?
Yeah. Tito Escondido and a few others that I can't think of right now. But we were waiting outside the boiler room, waiting to do our scene, and I was sitting right next to Almighty Sheik, and we were starting to get to know each other that day a lot. And then I just randomly go at him at 3:00 in the morning because that's how long it took. I literally looked down and I go, "You know who you remind me of?" He goes, "What?" "You look like Stromboli from Pinocchio." Fuck you, bro.
I think one of mine was, and this is what pisses me. You know, okay, here we go. Just speed it up. Whenever it comes to me, my parents are very cultured, and they always sit me in front of things, something new, whether it's theater, ballet, blah, blah, blah. Hey, even if I don't like it, it's something new, and it's something different. And you'll find something that you saw, okay, you know, there's something you found interesting if they ask you about it. So I invite a lot of people who don't watch pro wrestling to the shows. So there's one little chick I was talking to, you know, whatever, and no, I wasn't talking. I was that friend zone. I was trying to impress her. So I brought her to a show. So she comes to the show, sits through the whole show. The whole show. So I come over, I see her after, I said, "Hey, so how'd you like it? What was up?" The first thing she said was, "Do those guys wear cups?" So you sat through this whole damn show. 2 hours. Niggas done went through tables, chairs, flipped off the damn ring. The crowd's hype. And that's the first motherfucking thing you thought about? 2-3 damn hours? Do those guys wear cups? You tagghead, bitch. What the fuck? Like, what and I'm sorry, because you know, she gone. She probably, you know, but I was just so mad. But it was just the way she said it. Do those guys wear cups? That's the only thing you thought about.
I gotta know, though.
That's ridiculous.
What did you tell her?
I didn't have nothing to say. I was just like, yo, like, for real? And then she said, and one of those guys, some of those guys are bleeding. I don't like blood.
Well, fuck your friend zone.
Yeah.
Man,
So, yeah.
that's ridiculous.
Have you ever thought about doing stand-up comedy when you retire from wrestling?
Hey, you ever seen me
Because that
drunk?
was
Please
good.
do it.
You ever
That's
seen me
perfect.
drunk?
Good.
That's
Like,
perfect.
Yeah.
All right, Rudy, let it rip.
I don't know. I'll get like weird messages.
Wait, no one hates Rudy. What the hell am I
No,
asking?
that's a bullshit lie. I'll get like the weirdest message online. Like, it's not even a really bad one, but one of the weirdest things I've ever been told. Where do you get your tights from? It's just one of the weirdest things. Like, I get that quite often. I don't know,
Okay.
it's weird to me.
Don't have such nice tights, and people won't ask you where you get them.
Hey, I'm actually proud of this. After I did that thing with American Alpha and SmackDown, I got my first perv who messaged me. And he messaged me, "Hey, don't take offense to this, but could you sell me your stuff that you wear underneath the singlet?"
Oh, I got a few.
That's really
I got a few
gross.
really weird ones too, like that before.
We have
That's a trophy
Steve
on Xbox.
Dodge. He says,
My
what's
boy
good,
Steve
Sean?
Dodge, what up? What up?
What'd you say?
Let's see.
No, creepy wrestling. I didn't know that there's another form of pro wrestling.
Customs?
No, yeah, no, not that. But there's no rings, and they're in a room, and somebody asked me, "Would I do this?" A fan, and I deleted them.
Oh shit.
Oh, man.
Yeah, no mats. It's just it's a mat, and it's a room, and there's baby oil.
There's
Wait, hold on. Wait.
there's a clip of
Wait,
Ryan
I've
Taylor
had
and Brian
that
Cage
before,
doing that
too.
You serious?
on YouTube.
Yeah, I think the guy's name was Azreal though.
Oh.
Speaking of Azreal,
Yeah, I think we're going to have him in a little bit. 1 second. Sean, do you have anything else to talk about before we wrap this up?
Oh, no. Just like I said, just follow me Snapchat with the SB Wrestling. Follow me Facebook. Thank you, man. To all my fans, my friends. Sorry for my church. You know, I know my church people's I cut up. You know, but
Oh, I guarantee they're laughing right now. too.
It's 9 o'clock at night. The kids have gone to bed.
Oh, hold on. Can I
I
just?
said a couple bad
can I
words.
just
I'm
point
sorry.
out- look how awesome his background on his phone is.
Oh yeah, this the crew, man.
Wow.
Yeah. I like the logo. I like it.
He like
I like the,
represents us better than
OCC,
anybody.
Yeah.
nice. Nice.
Now, like I said, one of the things before I get off is, like I said, I spoke about this before. It's a lot of competition and all that, but it's good to have a place where it's a lot of brotherhood. And like I said, I've always, as big as the WWE and to travel the world and make millions, I always wanted to wrestle for a cool little local indie that the city loves. 'Cause I used to watch over time, like. Just if you look at Old South wrestling, there's a little studio and the fans are lit. It's just an intimate connection versus arenas and all that, So
The one thing I miss a lot is when Championship Wrestling from Hollywood used to do at the Glendale studio.
yeah,
Not too big, not too small.
Oh, and everybody had their own dressing room too. That was always awesome.
All right, Sean.
shout out to everybody. Much love.
Thanks a lot, buddy.
Later,
Looking forward
Sean.
to tagging up with you Sunday.
Let's go get down here this Sunday. I got them pre-sale tickets on deck.
Pre-sale ticket. Yeah, before we bring in the next guest, pre-sale tickets, $10 for the next OCCW show this coming Sunday.
Yeah.
If you show up on the day of the event, it's going to cost you $15. If you want cheap tickets and you want to come to the show, buy a ticket before the day happens.
$10, and then brother the hustler. So I DJ, you know what I'm saying? You might get you some drinks. I got them little gas station Stay Hard pills. I got that on deck. So whatever you need, all right, I'm out of here.
And that's why they call him Pill Cosby.
John.
And again, that is why they call him Pill Cosby. Yeah.
Well, in any event, I think our last person of the night will be joined. Oh, fuck me. Well, we all know who this is going to be.
He gets his own background. You already announced it was going to be in.
Ladies and gentlemen, introducing the current OCCW Tag Team Champion, The Undertaker.
I mean, he means Azreal.
Azreal. Hey, what's up?
Is he going to fly in? Fly in, fly in, fly in, fly in.
Whoosh.
Fly in, fly in.
Whoosh.
Close enough, fatty. Close enough. I can see how you could get confused.
Hey, aren't you Southern?
Where's your jacket? Uh-oh.
They say that comedy is tragedy plus time, and I have seen more time than any of you can even imagine, and I have seen the rise and fall of human society, and I have seen more tragedy than you could imagine. And I wanted better for you. I wanted better for this country. And last November, you put a knife in my back.
Oh, shit.
You had the option. You could have been given more money, the ability to go to a fucking doctor, but you threw that away. You pissed it away like a bunch of morons. So you boo me, but I boo you, you pieces of trash. And I am seeing things come around that I thought were dead 150 fucking years ago. I see things coming around that I thought were dead 70 plus years ago that I thought I would never see in this country. And I didn't ever believe that I would see people waving the Confederate flag, a flag that I've seen people fight and fucking die for and try to fight for states' rights. Waving and shaking hands with the goddamn white nationalist fucking movement, you bunch of Peckerwood pieces of shit. You fucked up the country for generations. It's time for you to go into your hole and die. I have had enough of seeing this over and over again in the same circle. The enduring legacy of the South is the Electoral College. The fact that you have to be the president of the United States. Not the three most popular counties, not New York and California. You don't have to be president of the Dodgers and the goddamn Yankees. You have to cover all the country and all the states, which you failed to do in this election. You alienated people for generations, telling them how stupid and inbred they were. You put a label on the map and put everything south of the Mason-Dixon line, dumb fuckistan, and you got what you deserved. You got your comeuppance, and now people are going to have to pay for it. And you have 3 years to right the ship, or it's going to get done to you again. I wanted better for you. Imagine seeing these people and their fathers and seeing their sons piss their lives away on this mission of vengeance and hate that will go nowhere. To anyone that's a white nationalist, let me ask you, what is your end game? What's the victory? If you got rid of all the black people, all the Mexicans, all the Muslims, all the Jews, everybody that you don't like, remember that I'm from Ireland. Remember, I'm from a country of white people where the Protestants are going to remember that they don't like the Catholics, and they're going to come for you next. And if we don't stand with them, then they're not going to stand with us, and eventually they're going to come for my Patty McIrish face. Me and you, and it's going to be our ass again. We came to the new world from the old world to avoid this, and I'm not doing it again. I've got no interest in doing it again. So the only hope that you have for your pissant wrestling promotion is to get the strongest white and the strongest black that you have and put them together and fight the tide of evil that is coming upon you on this Sunday. And it's the only hope that you have for OCCW. It's the only hope you have for this country. Because on Sunday at 2 o'clock, you are going into a buzzsaw, O'Shea. I am coming for you, and I am coming for Sean Black. You better have his back. You better show him his life matters. You better make him your best goddamn friend, because I am going to ruin you. Before I was anything else in wrestling, before I was anything else in life, I was a savage physical combatant beyond parallel. And I am coming on Sunday, and you will not take my tag team titles. You will have to pull them out of my cold, dead hands if you want a shot at me. And you know what? A statue didn't do anything to you. That is true. Robert E. Lee didn't do a goddamn thing to any one of you liberal snowflake pieces of trash breaking your stupid toes. While you're adventuring, college children, and finding yourselves, adventure your way into a voting booth. Find yourself there and do something that would actually matter for something. Robert E. Lee wanted to be one country, wanted the flag down when there was nothing else to win. He bent the knee, he did what he had to do, and the people continued.
Anything else?
I've got a lot else, Rudy. You know what? I don't like you either. And when I get done being the best tag team champions this promotion has ever seen, the best tag team champions this county has ever seen, you know what? If I leave here tomorrow, Rudy, would you still remember me?
I remember that you tapped.
Why you gotta call attention to these things? You know what? You know what? That was unfair to me.
That
I
just
declare
broke the
shenanigans on that. And that referee is being fed to a monster, by the way. I wonder who signed that delightful match. The referee crosses me in my match, and he gets Othello next month. Good luck with that, Tornado. God bless you.
First off, you're going down Sunday. Yeah, that's my promo to you, bitch. Secondly,
You're a bad man, O'Shea.
that wasn't a referee.
That was the best.
That
promo
was
I've ever
a
heard.
special guest referee known as the Human Tornado.
Actually, it was-
Human Tornado is a SoCal legend here. He has paid his dues for over a decade, and what better way to give Othello another challenge after beating my ass by taking on a former PWG champion known as Human Tornado. And we're going to finally see if he actually does have a shot against Rudy Rogers after his match against Vintage Dragon, if he walks away from that match. Now, were you talking about me or were you talking about Donald Trump?
I'm just confused on everything he said.
Because at first I thought you were talking about somebody else, but then it directed to me. I love everybody. It don't matter which color, but goddamn, bro.
You know what? I don't like
You're
either one of
twitching
you.
right there. You're
You know what?
twitching.
That was so stupid. I've got Forrest Whitaker.
You are
eye
twitching.
because of you, boy. You know what, O'Shea? I'm gonna choke your Patty McIrish face. You're gonna be the second Irishman to go down to inglorious defeat this weekend.
Oh yeah, we
I'm
know
gonna
what?
Take you
I'll-
apart.
Oh yeah, hey, guess what? I'm gonna beat your ass so hard. I'm gonna take a shit on my hand and I'm gonna smother it across your eyebrow.
Wait, Mike.
That's how you
Wait,
get pink
oh,
eye. You want pink eye? That's how you get pink eye, boy.
Wait, he's talking about beating you. Didn't you beat him in a cage?
See, if you mention that, he's gonna mention, oh yeah, well I beat him 2 times before that. So
No, but
I
still.
got 2-on-1 on him. I got the last lap, bitch.
You know what? My best has never been good enough. Every time I try, my best.
It was
just
good
never
for what it
good
was.
enough.
For what it was,
It's
it was
gonna
good.
have to get better than what it was to what it is to what it goddamn could be. And when my best is this high, I am going to rip your head off and spit down your neck, you Indian piece of trash. I'm going to smoke
Didn't he
you
just
like
talk
the
about like
cigar
not
that
being
you
racist like
enjoy.
2 seconds ago? Now he's bringing up race again.
It's
Man.
okay when I do it.
Your ass backwards.
It's okay when I do it.
Get your head out of your ass.
That's a shirt right there. You have to make that, man. You have like.
Well, it's okay when I do it?
Don't you?
I'm
I
not
would
trying to-
buy-
I'm not
I
trying
would
to
buy an
be trying with
Azreal
you.
shirt that
I'm
says
just
it's okay
literally
when I
trying
do
to give
it.
you advice. That quote right there is a shirt for Azreal. It's okay when I do it.
You know what? You are fake news. You're fake news.
You are
You're
fake.
both
I
nonsense.
definitely cannot wait for you guys to wrestle.
Oh, I can't wait either.
I'm gonna rip into you. I'm gonna tear your throat
He's
out.
gonna
I'm
start a
gonna
rap.
drink
We
your
got
blood
like
in front of all
20
the
minutes and
9-year-olds
we're
in the front row.
I'm done.
It's gonna be glorious.
Oh, he's got like another 5 minutes to talk.
So-
You're gonna fight old ass dragon.
Since you weren't here, last week or the week prior.
Yeah, where have you been?
What are your thoughts on the Leo Rush? That
Oh, God.
table spot that we were talking about. Because out of all the people that I want to ask this question, it's got to be my worst enemy. I got to ask about this.
That was the stupidest thing I've ever seen in my life. And if we lived in a better society, they would beat the shit out of him in the locker room in the backstage area. That was complete nonsense.
Instead, they just signed him.
Yeah, I understand that, and I'm sure that's the road to success and
To be
whatnot.
fair, he
but
got
you
signed
are
before
an
that spot
asshole.
Can you do that one more time for us?
Yeah, what was that? Actually, move it above the mic so they can actually see it.
Jesus Christ.
That was a bad idea. I bet it was Rudy's idea. I bet Rudy told him to do it.
That's actually fun because I was gonna try and convince you to. Anyway, we're gonna talk about.
I was gonna do that same
We're gonna
spot.
talk about that tomorrow night. So aside from that essay that you practiced on the whole week, what else you got to talk about?
You know what?
Anything?
I'm gonna
Anything?
beat you.
Keep going.
Finally, I'm gonna get my win back. We are gonna go over the tide.
In
We're
reality,
gonna wash
in
over
reality,
Sean
do we have
and
anything?
Mikey O'Shea.
In reality,
You cutting me off. You know what? You're trying to mansplain.
I'm trying to
over me,
talk
aren't you,
reality
boy? I'm
to
trying
you, bro.
tell you, my facts don't care about your opinions, and the facts are going to be that we're going in the
Are
champions.
they alternative
we're
facts?
Coming out the champions. We're going to always be the champions.
and the fact that it is, we're gonna beat your ass. We're gonna take the tag team titles. Then I'm gonna take a shit in my hand and smother it across your eyebrow.
I hope you and Sean Black have been running on that Stairmaster and that treadmill like old women, real good at the Choose Fitness. You make the luck alarm go off over you. You grunt a little bit, boy. You
That's
know
Planet
what?
Fitness, bro. You got
Joke's on you. I've been using the elliptical.
Oh, jolly good. You know what? I'll be waiting for you on that elliptical because that is not the stairway to success. That's going to be the stairway to your doom.
Okay.
Anything else? Want to keep going?
Conor
A-
McGregor.
anything
Hey,
that you
Conor
have?
McGregor,
You
Floyd
got any
Mayweather.
questions?
Oh, do they still? Think
I
you're-
hate them both. I hope they kill each other. I hope they both die.
Do they still call you
Terrible.
McGregor at that taco place you go to?
You know, all white people look the same to other people. I see how it is.
I don't look like
I know.
you.
I understand. We look exactly the same.
No, we do not.
Yeah, we do.
No, you're
A little
skinny
bit.
as fuck.
Come here. Come here.
I'm gonna fuck you.
Ah, you son of a bitch.
Hey,
You're so
that's a
fucking
fine.
Strong.
That's a fine.
Self-defense.
20 grand. 20 grand right there.
He came close to me. Came close. I
Producer
have
D.
boundaries. I
Hey,
have
did you find me
I'm
last?
not touching
Personal
you.
space.
I'm not
Personal
touching
space.
Producer, D, you find me
Personal
last time.
space.
I'll let the fans decide.
Find him. Find him. Find
If
him.
I get 5 fans tell me to find Mikey O'Shea for that shove, I will find him for that shove.
Come
Any
on.
of these fans have questions, concerns, complaints?
And if you say chop on the comment section, I will chop him as many times as many people that say chop on the comment
Or
section.
how many
this coming
times they
Sunday.
like it too.
You know
Joey
what,
the
Mary?
Bull wants to know who's going to start his GoFundMe for his broken jaw.
Wait, what?
Wait, who?
Joey the Bull?
Hey, nobody cares
Oh,
about
for
that
Joey
guy.
the Bull? I don't know, King
He
Favi.
broke his jaw.
Oh, Freddie Flores. Freddie Flores did. Freddie Flores. Freddie Flores. Freddie Flores.
Maybe
Speaking
should've
of
let
Freddie
people look at
Flores,
you.
he says,
Freddie Flores.
remind me next time, and I'll break your fingers too, Joey. This just in from Freddie Flores. Chop.
That's one shot so far, bitch.
Wait, what?
This
No.
just in from Freddie Flores.
That's not how it
Chop.
works.
That's 2 shots, bitch.
I don't think that counts.
Freddie Flores.
It does
No, I
count.
don't
Flores.
like where
It
this
does
is
count.
going.
Survey says there's 2 words that say chop.
You know
I'm
what? I don't
chopping
care
you.
what these people want. I don't remember
gained 2
signing up
chops.
for
Can I
democracy.
just
Gained 2 chops.
No.
2 chops.
No.
Wait, can we end the segment with that?
We are actually getting close to wrapping this up. Besides your demise this Sunday, what other matches you got going on besides
I'm
OCCW?
all focused on you. I'm
Go.
all yours, O'Shea.
So you-
I've been ready. I've been getting ready.
That's a
I'm
great-
doing-
that's a
I'm
great
doing the
cover,
thing.
bro.
I'm coming for you, and I'm gonna rip you up.
That's,
This just in from Freddie Flores.
Chop.
Chop.
that's 3 chops.
That's the same guy twice.
I
That
kn-
doesn't count. Doesn't make any sense.
Same guy
That's
3
a double
times.
vote. That
Same guy
doesn't
3
count
times.
for
Check your
anything.
counting.
You know what? The popular vote might say one thing, but my electoral vote says screw
This
you.
just
no.
in from a fan named CJ. Azreal, chop Mikey instead.
Ha!
3 on 1. I don't give a shit.
No, no.
We're also getting fine him. Fine him.
Who's saying that? Who's saying that?
Joey the Bull, of course.
Oh, screw that guy.
There you go. There you go. I want half of your hot dog.
Joey the Bull, before you try to heckle us on this wrestling show, here's some word of advice to you, my friend, with your grand announcing. From now on, when you pronounce somebody's wrestling name, for example, Azreal, don't go, Azreal. You're too quiet, bro. You got to get louder. You got to go, Azreal.
Oh, you pronounced that wrong. It was asshole. That's his name.
I can't tell the difference, sorry.
Here, another one too, right? Right.
But anyways, recap. Congrats to Eli Drake for becoming TNA Heavyweight Champion this coming Thursday. And yes, I spoiled it, but I warned you earlier. If you're watching the ending and you didn't watch the beginning, tough shit. We wish a fast recovery to Big Cass from his leg injury, if it's actually serious.
Contract.
And we wish Azreal the very best of his future endeavors after me and Sean Black destroy him this Sunday for the tag team titles. The Juggernauts are taking over OCCW. And good luck with Rudy Rogers against Vintage Dragon at OCCW. Once again, guys, final time. If you want $10 tickets, come to the dojo and pay for them before Sunday. Because if you come Sunday, you didn't pay for a pre-sale ticket, it's $15. Fair warning. Don't come to us and go, oh, but it said 10. Pre-sale tickets, dude. Pre-sale.
Or you can hit any of us up and we'll have those as well.
Azreal, any last words?
Ah, don't get home.
I want the whole $15. You know what? You show up at the door, you give me a 20, I'll get you in the front row.
Okie dokie.
Okay, that works.
Ladies and gentlemen, I was the special host tonight. Hopefully we can keep this going later because Lunchbox sucks. I'm just kidding.
He's like dead.
The Lord too is not to be spoken of in that way.
Where's he at?
I'm not his daddy. I don't watch him all day.
You're a
He does call you daddy,
Don't
though.
like lurk in the shadows everywhere you go?
Magic.
By the way.
All right, guys. I'm Mikey O'Shea, Rudy Rogers, Azreal, and we will see you next Tuesday. Take care, my friends.